I'm Joshua Boudreau, and I'm applying for Set Props at Toi Whakaari, and this is my personal statement. I'll just go down the list, starting with personal achievements and what I think I've learned from them. My first personal achievement goes all the way back to when I was 12 and earning my second degree black belt. It gave me a lot of things that helped me not just in martial arts but outside martial arts, in the workforce, in school, and just in life in general. Uh, so at the time, I was the youngest uh, individual to get a second degree black belt at the karate school I was going to, and to get a second degree black belt, you had a forced wait time of 2 years after your first degree. So that in itself taught me a lot of patience. I had to wait. I was forced to wait in order to get my second degree, even though I was probably ready after only a year. I had to wait one more year. As well, it taught me a lot of discipline leading up to testing, because I had to practice every single day and make sure I was on top of it and at my best when it came to testing and just every day working towards that goal. And then, as well, after I earned my second degree, I was granted the position of assistant instructor at the karate school at the age of 12. I wasn't paid, so no underage employment or anything, but I was granted that position, and then once I turned 15, it became my first job. And that helped me so much, even after I left martial arts at 18. I was able to learn to interact with everyone from the age of 4 all the way up to 70 and be able to talk to them as an equal, an instructor, a leader, but also as an individual, even all the way down to kids, and be able to work with them on towards a common goal of getting them better, and as well making sure that I always stayed on top of my game, which the little 4-year-olds would always make sure I was on top of my game every day. But it really taught me a lot, and that's why I think is definitely one of my biggest life achievements. My second personal achievement comes much more recently in 2018 when I completed and earned a 3 trifecta medal from Spartan Racing, which, if you're unfamiliar with Spartan races, they're an elite obstacle course race that has multiple levels and lengths. So it has the sprint, super, beast, ultra, death race, and then it goes up to regional and even world championship levels. So completing one trifecta is earning a medal in a sprint, super, and beast all in one calendar year. So I got a 3 trifecta medal by completing 3 of each in the 2018 calendar year, which that in itself is already awesome, and I was super proud of that. But I was even more proud of myself with the fact that 7 out of the 9 races I traveled to and from the race completely by myself. So I didn't have anyone to go with me, and I didn't have anyone to boost me up outside of in my own head before the race and congratulate me after the race. So it was all a complete mental game for me, and making sure that I could overcome my own self-doubt, or that I wouldn't start to harp on myself if I had a misstep or I failed an obstacle or anything like that. Even though I was racing with plenty of other people, it definitely becomes a mental game when you're in the long stretches and you don't know how far you are into the race because there are no mile markers and they don't tell you the actual length of the race, and you don't know what obstacles are on the race either, and you're in a stretch kind of alone, and doubt really starts to creep in. And it was really getting past that and pushing past that that I definitely see as a personal achievement, because that really correlates with outside of racing everywhere in life, in the workforce, school, just your personal mindset of pushing through challenges and still moving forward, and being able to get yourself up after a misstep or a fall and still keep going. That was something that really was set into me last year, and I've been trying to move forward and keep pushing forward at 100% since then. I really hope to gain a new set of skills at Toy, things that I've never done yet for scenic construction or props, and be able to use that in the future towards a career in the film industry. Just makes me so excited, and I really look forward to that, meeting tons of new people that share the same passion as me. That's definitely something that's really exciting for me. There's not a ton of people around where I live that are very much into props and prop making, or that side of the film and theater industry. So that really excites me, and I really hope to meet tons of new people and gain lots of new skills and just absorb tons of new knowledge. Why have I applied for set props at Toy? I think it comes down to a combination of my love for film with my love of making. I really love and enjoy the art of creating and making something from a sketch, rendering, anything like that. And as well, my love for film, and combining those two together would be like a dream come true for a career in it's something that just gets me smiling. Like, it's hard to explain how much I love film, and if being able to work in that sphere, also creating and making with my hands or machines, um, and having a personal touch on that. Um, Whether my name's known or not, it doesn't matter. Being able to uh, potentially work on a project that someone else sees and likes is just it's a huge excitement for me as a possibility. Uh, like it's hard to even put into words. Um, yeah. And lastly, for some personal insight and influences for me and my life, um, insight definitely things that I live my life by is working hard. And there's definitely there's time to work hard and a time to play hard, and you got to be able to know the difference. Being honest with yourself, which is so hard a lot of the times, and having discipline to make sure you stay on schedule. And those are just things that have stuck with me for a long time. Influences, definitely, without a doubt, my parents. They've been so supportive um, and helpful to me ever since I finally decided that I wanted to pursue a career in the arts and in film with props. And I can't be thankful enough. I honestly feel so lucky and thankful that I have them as my parents, and just how helpful they are to me. So it's thank you to you guys if you happen to watch this video. But otherwise, that's about it for insight and influences, and that is it for my personal statement. Thank you.